This is going to be my third take on making this video. I'm going to be answering the questions of the last video, pretty much, of the most important ones. The most important question that I had of the video that I last uploaded was, what game is this? Now, I am playing Assetto Corsa, and of course I am joking, I'm not an idiot. Let's just go through some of these comments though. Now, let's see this. This guy said he's a fan and his views have been declining, and I've already talked about this guy, believe it or not, because I already made this video 3 times. So let's repeat pretty much what I said. As you can see, his views 124, 5,000 views, 84 views, 923 views. But before, he was getting about 30 to 50,000 views, and in one of his he got like 1 million. Now let's go to his most viral videos. His most viral videos are all the baby ones, and now his most viral video is a 5,700 view one. So first thing I'm going to say is the niche that it's in, which is the top 5, is already going out. I mean, there's some people that are staying in it. The main reason is because the people that first invented the niche, or the people that are first doing it right, that blew up first, are going to have a lot better chance of staying in the niche and going viral compared to any new person that goes in, because they already have the niche unlocked. They're pretty much in the algorithm where they can post, they know what to post, and if they post correctly, they'll always get views, whereas you are coming into a battle that's already started, and it's going to be a lot harder for you to get views. Now, you did get 6 million views on one of the videos. Now, the good thing is that when you did have the viral video, you learn from it and you start doing a bunch more baby content on here. But you can see that's one of the things that is holding you back, is you're not doing the baby content enough. You see no baby, no baby, no baby, no baby. This one has a baby, but it's an interview style, so no. Whereas before, you had an average thing of babies and even like animals. So you could, let's just classify those 2 things as in one thing. Now, this one did have an animal in it, but oh well. But you see that when you ended up not following what got you viral in the first place, you just start to go down in views because you were just seeing that the videos that you were making weren't getting the best, like 3.8 thousand, and they were super inconsistent. But this is what you want it to be in, because when you got a video like this, it meant that you did something wrong in the video. And when you start going with videos like this that get about 700 to 1,000 views, that is a big sign that your videos either have like a quality issue or you just don't know your audience correctly. So when you go from posting baby stuff to now posting about random top 5 stuff, the audience isn't going to be there because they won't watch it, and you're pretty much just screwing yourself. Now, you did have some success like this one, and all these, but that's like explaining it like this in the other video, which is you post, let's say you're in the cat niche and you occasionally post a viral video of a dog, or maybe just purely just a dog, no cat. By the way, I'm scratching my legs because I have about 20 mosquito bites on each leg. Oh my god, man, it's actually, let's say you do the occasional dog post on a cat thing, you'll get views on it for sure. If you switch from going on strictly cats to start doing dogs only, you're gonna notice that the views are gonna be a lot more inconsistent because you built your following off of something that was already good, which was the cats, but you just wanted to switch it to dogs. And now, since your audience isn't like a big dog people, you know what I'm getting at. So that's pretty much what happened here. You're in one niche and you're like, okay, I'm going to change it up to being in the interview style. Obviously, it didn't work. So that's one thing I'd try, is to stay on the baby stuff. But overall, you also got to know why you're making these channels. You know, this top 5 is a trending channel. You want to ride the wave of the trend. You shouldn't be expecting this channel to stay alive for more than a year. That's just something that you're going to have to live with if you want to start trying to do stuff like this, which is just following viral niches, because they don't stay for long. If you want to pick something that's reliable, do something that's going to stick around, like commentating or anything like that. But anything that requires the least amount of work will not stay that long, and the one that does require the most amount of work will be staying on the platform for a while. And you can just do that with a simple scroll and see what videos you think will take the longest. Those ones will probably do the best. So that's the issue with this channel. Oh my god, man, those mosquitoes are on like crack or something. Okay, now for the next thing, it's going to be this, which is how to script commentary videos and how to get out of the view jails. Or when I talk about how to script videos, it's going to be in a certain structure, which I will be talking about while I drive a C601 Corvette, because I am actually going through a midlife crisis right now while I am 20 years old. So it's only fitting that I do this. So how do I script viral videos for people? Or not people, for myself. The best way to start is the hook, of course, because if you can't get the person to stay on your video, then they will not watch for the whole time, obviously. But a lot of people overcomplicate it, and truthfully, it's not that hard to make a good hook. What the f? The best way I like to do it, and what I found that works the best for me, and this is all personal preference, but the thing that works best for me is kind of leading them into the story without having to do anything over the top. How I start all my videos is pretty much when this guy was doing this, while she was while she was going this way when he tried to make a cut. I like to start it like that because you're not starting with anything crazy, and it's not like a trigger word that's going to make the video, that's going to make the viewer swipe away. Trigger word is what I like to call it, because it's like when you watch an infomercial at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and they just start going on about, oh, you won't believe what this product did, and you won't believe how this does this, and it just keeps going on like that. Instantly it triggers something that you just don't want to watch it. But if you can get through the first 5 to 10 seconds of it, you will want to watch the whole thing, because it just keeps repeating the same thing over and over again, and that's just how it keeps retention, right? Same thing on pretty much anything that's content related. So that's why I like to do the when stuff. Oh, I was gonna pass them, but I just can't hear my car right now because I don't want to wear headphones and I don't want to make the video sound bad. Oh, that's what I like to do. That's why I like to think of it as well. So that's the first thing. The next tip that I will give is you want to introduce a problem. Sorry, I'm not looking. You want to introduce a problem with the... What the fuck are you doing? You want to introduce a problem within the first 5 seconds. Ideally, the first 3 to 5 seconds of your video has to be in the first 3 to 5 seconds, because if you just start rambling on about random stuff, there's no reason for the viewer to actually care about what you have to say, right? So how I like to usually do it is start it with a but. So I'll say, when he was driving and tried to make this cut, when he was driving, he tried to make a cut, but this car sped up in front of him. So that means like the viewer will automatically know that something bad is going to happen, because if he's going to make a cut but a car is driving faster and it doesn't allow him to, you know what's going to happen. Something bad's going to happen, and it's going to be different for everything, of course, but I'm just basing it off of this. That's what I like to do for that. And then pretty much to keep retention on throughout the whole video, you want to just be talking about whatever is going on in the video. Commentate, kind of act like a how like a blind person would watch a video. Kind of do like that. You want to describe everything that's going on with keeping the words that you say at a good grade level, like easy to understand, not using super high level words. Oops. That means like avoid using words like finance or something. Be using big words like that, because I guess people don't like that. I watched it on a YouTube Shorts podcast one time, so I don't use big words. I like to keep it easy to understand. One more tip I will give when you are commentating over this stuff is find a M340i. That's I'm gonna hit. Okay, what the fuck are you doing? Best tip I can give for commentating is try to avoid leaving gaps where you don't talk. And if you want to have gaps where you don't talk, try making it seamless within the video. Like I'll have it so when someone is about to talk, I'll kind of like transition it easily. Like, but when he ends up saying this and then he says, oh wait, there's an M240 behind me. What the fuck? Oh, I just made him crash. Ha ha ha. I try to make it seamless. It's like while I end talking, someone else starts talking. And I never like to have clips where I talk for 5 to 7 seconds and then let the video play out, because usually it never works. The retention always dips down there. And it's because when you stop talking, viewers will lose interest, and it's kind of like a weird thing where like they just will. I don't know why, but I just find that happens a lot in my content. So I like to not have gaps where I stop talking, and that's pretty much it for my stuff. I don't stop talking and I keep going. Now, how do you get out of the view jail, which is the 1,000 view jail and the whatever view jail that you want to be in? Let's just go through the 1,000. Let's say you're in the, like that one guy, 500 views to 1,000 views. If you're only getting that and not even, sometimes you won't even break 1,000. Maybe you'll only get a couple hundred. That has to do with the quality issue or just not knowing your audience. And it can also be with not having an age channel. Some people won't have an age channel and they think that it doesn't do anything, but there is some people that said that you don't need an age channel anymore, but I don't know who was saying that, because you do need it. I don't know why they were making it sound like you don't. There has been a lot of people that are like, oh, I'm getting 0 views. I go to their video. First video they posted was the same day they made the channel. It's like, what the hell are you trying to do? Like, everyone says not to do it, and then some guy said that they don't have to, and then they end up not doing it, and they wonder why they get no views. Also, the quality issue, like I said. So this means like you got like 1,000 people swipe on your video, but they just didn't stick around because the video was low quality and it was just bad video. Oh. Wait, okay. There's some ways to fix it. Like, obviously, probably the most common one you're probably thinking of, like, is the actual video quality of clips that you're using, which is like what the hell? Which is like a 480p video type thing. If you're using something like that, then you can get views on it, but it's gonna be a lot harder because no one wants to watch a really shitty looking clip, you know? So that's first thing. Second thing is actually just the editing itself. I see multiple times where people will have the captions at like the most random spot ever. They'll either be too tiny or too big, and it'll never be right with the video. You want to make sure the subject that you first show is in the center of the video, because when someone first swipes on your short, they're not going to be looking at the top right or the top left. They're going to be looking dead center. So it makes no sense for you to not do that, you know? It doesn't make sense for you to have the subject. It doesn't make sense for you not to have the video in the center. And I usually like to have the text right above or right below the subject. It's a lot easier to have the visual hooks like the circle and the arrow type things over there, compared to having the subject below the text, where you have to kind of like overlap the arrows and things like that. Sometimes in some scenarios where the video is like a horizontal one and you need to transition it to a vertical one, yes, you might have to have the text below it. Just make sure that the start of like the first 3 seconds always has the text and then the subject below it with the arrow or circle. For me, that works the best. Of course, my swipe rates will always change. When I do this method, I don't have like the most perfect swipe rate, but it's been able to get me as high as like 88 to 90% swipe rate on like the top performing ones. And yeah, you'll have some bad ones, but don't let that discourage you, because if you go with this method, then that's just what's bound to happen, you know? You're gonna have some videos that fail, but you just gotta keep going. So those are mostly my tips for doing when you're stuck below a certain view threshold. Maybe something that you guys don't really think of as well is the audio in the clip. I saw somewhere that people don't care for bad edits and bad video, like bad visuals, but if your audio is terrible, then they will most likely swipe off, because audio is like such a big thing. Like a lot of you guys would not be watching this video if I had really bad audio, which is why I try to make my mic as close as I can to my face, which is why I kind of like drive like this. Not because I feel comfortable doing it, it's because the audio needs to be good. Audio has to be the most important thing, and that means adjusting everything so the volume and all that stuff is all in the green. If you use Premiere Pro, you'll have like the audio adjuster green thing. You want to make sure everything is just about to hit the orange, and that's probably that's what I do all the time. I actually surprisingly haven't had any people comment about bad audio issues. If you are getting comments, then that's mostly the reason. Just make sure you max out the narration, and to keep some like retention, you can also keep the original audio from some of the videos, of course. I like to just have it in subtly sometimes, and I like to also add sound effects just to keep the video more engaging. I think that's all. So if you guys have any more questions, be sure to put that in the comments. And I think since that's going to be the end of the video, I'm going to do all gas no brakes challenge. Okay, we're still in it. Oh no. Like, they didn't say let off the gas, they just said all gas no brakes. Uh-oh. Oh, we're still in it though. This is just like real life. Had that happen to me yesterday. Fuck. Oh, come on. These white lines are impossible. If you guys liked this video, then be sure to subscribe. If you have any questions in the comments, I'll be answering it. I think next video I'm going to actually go through how to make a successful script, because I have a big Google Docs of every single video that I made. So we're going to be going through one of the videos that I made. Well, not videos, but we're going to be going through one of the scripts. I'll tell you guys what I did to make it go insane, and eventually it will just come your way. Just kind of like common sense of what makes a good video, how to keep videos long.